Hello friends, today we'll be discussing about telephone etiquettes in telecounselling. I'm Dr. Suresh Badadmat, Professor of Psychiatry working at NIMANS, Bangalore. In this video, I'll be discussing about what is telephone etiquettes, what are the 9 important telephone etiquettes you should learn, what are the skills required in telephone counseling along with these etiquettes makes you a very good telephone counselor. Let's discuss each one of them. What is etiquettes? Human being is a social animal, and it is really important for him to behave in an appropriate way in a social situation. Etiquette means behaving in a socially responsible way. It also refers to the guideline which control the way a responsible individual should behave in the society. There are various examples of etiquettes. For example, holding the door for the person who is coming behind you, apologizing when you are wrong, always saying thank you to show your graciousness or gratitude, keeping the mobile phone in silent mode during the meeting. So these are the important social etiquettes you need to learn. Let's understand about telephone etiquettes. Telephone etiquette implies the manner of using the telephone communication, including the way you represent your institution and yourself, greeting the client, receiving the call, tone of voice, the choice of word, listening skills, closing the call, follow-up, and auditing. Please remember, manners cost nothing, but it can change somebody's life. That means what you say, how you say, the tone, the tempo, empathizing skills, all do matter a lot in telephone counseling. As I mentioned earlier, telephone etiquettes, there are 9 important P's. Let's see which are them. First one is pleasant. Second one is patient. Polite, present, prepared, proactive, professional, personable, and passionate. Let's discuss each one of them. Being pleasant. Telephone counselor should become pleasant. They need to learn these skills. Pleasant people are warmth. They have a positive outlook in their life. They believe in helping and valuing others. Pleasant people put themselves in the client's shoes. They listen with the heart by showing interest in people who are in distress and making efforts to help them. They listen with the intent to understand, not to reply. Unfortunately, majority of us listen to reply. We do not try to understand. So, being pleasant is a very important ingredient and also an etiquette, especially in telephone counseling. Patience. Patience is being able to remain calm and controlled during the challenging situation. To keep going even when things are getting tough. You may getting a rude call. You may getting a call which is abusive, which may insult you. But remaining calm, being in control, and accepting the challenge is being patient. It is ability to wait without getting angry and frustrated. An impatient person reacts. A patient person responds. That means you need to inculcate this patience. One way to develop patience is by practicing self-reflection. What is this self-reflection? Whenever you close the call, talk to your colleague. Ask them, the way I responded, was it right? Was it good? Can it be more sharpened? Becoming aware of your own thoughts, your own emotions, reflecting yourself how you dealt with the case, and also getting feedback plays a very important role in learning patience. Being polite. Behaving in a way that is socially correct and shows an understanding of and care for other people's feeling. That means saying appropriately thank you, please, sorry, kindly, requesting you, pardon me. These are the words which need to be used so that you look or sound like very polite. Please remember, politeness is a sign of dignity, not weakness or subservience. So please understand that. Present. That means being present in the moment. Counselor should be in the present moment so that they can take the call and address the client's issue. That means giving undivided attention to the caller. The counselor needs to be disengaged from all other activities and focus on the caller. What are the telltale signs that the counselor is not present during the call? Although he may be present physically, but his mind is somewhere else. How do you know that? Counselor will be asking the client the same question. What is your name? What did you tell? Can you repeat the problems from the beginning? Or else the counselor will be asking the same information multiple times. The client will come to know that the counselor is not listening to me. He is disengaged. Fifth important is prepared. The counselor needs to be prepared to deal with any most challenging situations. This can happen with the constant hand holding by the supervisors and also by the nodal officers and the mentoring institutes. Making set of standard operating procedure will prepare the telecounselor to respond. That means being prepared to handle the difficult situation. And by handling logically and helping the client's concern is very essential. Being proactive. It is simply impossible to resolve every call. That means you may get 100 call. Out of that, you may be able to resolve 30% immediately. Another 30 to 40% you may resolve with difficulty. Remaining 30% you may have to take help. You may have to be proactive. One thing in the universe is, among all the callers is, they dislike feeling of uncertainty after the call has ended. Hence, give them the certain time. I'll call you back in another 30 minutes. We will call you back in another 24 hours. Please tell them. There should be an established protocol for taking the message from unresolved issues and escalating to the higher officials. And take a proactive steps to resolve them. That is very essential. That is what is proactiveness. Professionalism. Being professional play a massive role in resolving the client's issue. Counselor's tone of voice, the pitch, the rate of speech, articulation, pronunciation all matters. Smile before you take the call. Smile before you respond. Wear formal clothes. The clothes what you wear will depict your personality, and your personality will depict in your voice. Avoid eating or chewing gums during the call. Not to hold the call for long duration of time. Do not interrupt the client. Eighth one is personable. It is not just a call. It is not just another call. It is a distressed person on the other side. A person who is in a difficult situation. A person who is having mental disorder is making the call and is calling for a desperate help. So, take this call very seriously. Hence, it is called as personable. So, treat the person as if he is standing in front of you and asking for help. It is not just a phone call. Please remember this. Simple things that you can do is using the caller's name. Mr. So-and-so, Mr. Rajat, please tell me, please explain me about this. Carefully watching the inflations or changing voice, the client's voice, the tone, the tempo, whether he is becoming silent, whether his voice is cracking so that he is trying to hold, so that he should not cry. Verbally responding by telling yes, I'm there with you. Please take your time. Please build rapport with the client. All these are very important ingredients and etiquettes you should learn when you are being a telecounselor. Being passionate. Great counselor possess a passion to help others. Please remember, passion cannot be taught. A person with passion in counseling possesses the ability not only to listen but to hear and understand their feeling and makes efforts to help them. A great counselor is someone who can use compassion, empathy, passion, respect, and authenticity to form a genuine, trusting relationship with the clients. So you need to be passionate about telecounseling. If you are not passionate about your telecounseling, if you feel this is another job, that means within no time you will develop burnout. You will not be able to handle the stress in telecounseling. Being passionate about the telecounseling keeps you going and you feel proud that you are helping people. To conclude, my dear friends, along with these etiquettes, you need to learn certain skills. That is, giving undivided attention, having a good tone when you are having introduction. That is, welcome to Telemanas, I'm Mr. So-and-so speaking. That kind of branding tone should be there. Making notes after the completion of the session, calling by name. Listening skills is very important in telephone counseling. Do not interrupt the client. Using empathy words, reflecting, paraphrasing, summarizing, being patient, choosing right words, resolve the issues, take proactive steps to resolve. Follow up, auditing the calls, tone of your voice, please rehearsal, ask feedback from your family and friends. Sometimes in telecounseling, it is very taxing. Please do not hesitate to seek help from your nearest psychiatrist, psychologist, or else nursing colleague. And when you close, thank them for calling and say, have a good day or good night. Ending pleasantly is very, very essential, my dear friends. These are the important telephone etiquettes you should learn, inculcate, use it in every telephone call. That means by using it every day, every time, you will get the mastery over these telephone etiquettes. Thank you very much for giving your valuable time. Stay safe.